want to hear
Yeah,
about like
yeah, yeah.
how do those check-in
Yes.
calls typically go?
So a couple different ways. Right after they get back from their retreat, that's the first call within the week, right? They've got so
Oh,
much in their
cool.
head. They've got all these aha moments. That's the best call and the most impactful call. Then we have one 2 weeks after that, and then 2 weeks after that. So our program is the experience, the box experience, and 3 one-on-one coaching calls, debrief calls. When we check in with them, we use an app called Marco Polo. Are you familiar with Marco Polo, that app?
What is that? Someone else has mentioned that to me recently
Yeah.
that people are on that. How does that
Yeah.
app work?
So it's like a video, I can show you here, but it's like a video timeline on the bottom. And what we do is me and Kyle, we bring in the student. So it's kind of a three-way text. And through this app, you're recording like, hey, John, I'm going to check in today, man. I know you had mentioned that you're working on more self-love journaling, whatever that is. How is that going? And it creates this video timeline on the bottom, and everybody can kind of interact and talk. It's a different way to interact versus a check-in text. This, they can see, if they're going through something dark, they can see my positivity come out, and they can see me try to enlighten them with my energy. And I love it because of that reason. It's different than a text. So
Right.
that's typically what we're using to like have these like middle touch points in between the debrief calls. After
Okay.
that, it's bringing them into a Slack community. It's interacting there, and however they want to move forward. And some people are like, "Hey, I want one call a month with you guys. I want your energy. I want you guys to like keep me accountable." Great, happy to do that. So, does that answer your question in terms of what the debrief calls are like? They're just, again, to what we just talked about. Double click into what their responses are. Those are the best coaches. The advisor, mentor, whatever you want to call him, that me and Kyle have, along with our current coach, that's the best coach. That's the best strategy for a coach, is to dive deeper into a question. Don't leave it there. Ask deep, thought-provoking questions, and the students will they'll figure it out. So that's what I've taken and implemented into our debrief calls. And they're honestly, that's what brings me some of the most fulfillment in what we're doing, is to hear people and to see them say like, that's amazing. Thank you. I've never thought about it like that. Perfect.
Right.
Figure it out. Like, I will keep you accountable. So that's
like,
my
keep
favorite
thinking
part
about it
of
like
what we
that.
do. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's great. And do you guys have, during the solo retreats, do you guys have calls during that time?
No, that is
Okay.
fully disconnected. You are not talking to us. We are not there. You are in full solitude. And what's cool about the program, I don't want to give too much away, but we have these audio notes in this MP3 player that we provide, right? That are me and Kyle basically coaching and talking you through certain moments in the retreat. So, for example, I'll give one. I'm not going to give too much away, but in the beginning, in the intro on day one, most people on the feedback has been, I feel very alone. I feel a little bit uneasy and a little scared. We basically reassure them like, hey, this is very common. This is very normal. You're here for a reason. Like, commit and be in the moment. Stay present. Stick to the process. We've built this. We've groomed this. We've had people run through the program. So stay here and stay in the moment. It's kind of just encouragement along the way that they hear.